And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved in our Toxic Factory series. Okay, the next step is power and routing all the material. If I can remember where all the material goes, routing all the material where it needs to be routed. So first things first, let's get power set up. I put all of these in a line for a reason, so I can just do battery, 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 and then put lasers in between those to move the power through. And now I just need power beaming right into here, so let's get this going. Now I could borrow from this, or I could grab, you know, my own set of power, which I think I'm going to do just because these are set up one. So I'm going to put a battery up on top, and we should be able to then beam power one way and make sure we are on the right line. See, that's not the right line. This right here is the right line. So going straight down from here, I want to make sure we are good. Ooh, and I was over one. I almost made it. Okay, so we're gonna head up here, beam that across. That should hit that battery and immediately start pumping power into it. There we go. So now we've got power distributed. And of course this battery is going to fill up first because all these have to drain power in. But this system is not geared for massive throughput. It's just, what we need when we need it. Okay, so this is titanium. This is actually what we need. This what was this for? Okay, let's do the ones we know first. So one of these has to be copper, one of these has to be tin. Well, copper, let's just put copper in right here. It's one of the reasons I made so many massive hoppers here. And then tin, we can put in right in here. So tin right there, make sure that's lined up. And we want that going up, over, super build that, and up, super build that. So there's tin. This one, I believe, this one was iron. So we need to bring that in over, 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 and then iron was right here. I believe this one's nickel. We have lithium coming up somewhere. Was it here? I'm gonna punch a hole. Yes, lithium. That was definitely lithium right there. We have to combine those in. So that's lithium, which I think it's right on the line already. Yeah, it's already right there, so we just need to get this one going. This was nickel, so this one is a little tougher. So nickel goes up there and over there, and we need to get that going because the next step doesn't use nickel at all, so that's nice. So there's nickel, and over here that was my punch, and we have titanium already there, and then gold. Actually, we had a titanium there too, so we've got two different titaniums. So one here and one here, and then gold is right on the line. So gold we can bring right up directly from the bus. So there is the general drop of resources. I need some more transport pipes. Now for moving the material. So let's start with copper here. At least I believe this is copper, indeed. So we go up, over, over. Actually, no, I want to super build these. This goes down and around. Next is tin, which is kind of a short trip. And this is why I made the floor too thick. 2 blocks thick, because it just makes life so much easier and not falling down. Okay, so there's tin. And I know it's bright. I'm going to get rid of some of these torches here. I put the torches in so I could see above. Okay, so we need iron. Oh, I forgot to put the hopper there. So there's iron. And same sort of deal. And then lithium, I want to plug that hole so I don't confuse myself. Lithium has got a lot further to go. Way down here. Don't use a whole lot of lithium. It's one of the least used bars in the game. So not a whole lot is used, but you still want to make sure you put it on the bus. Okay, and then we have gold, and gold is also quite a ways away. So, and we use a lot of this, a lot of gold. I might actually have to double up my gold delivery, just because so much gold is going to be used, as well as nickel. I mean, nickel is major. And speaking of nickel, you know, our vein of nickel is actually pretty small. It's shockingly small. So we got to be careful how much nickel we make. But these inductions are vital not only for better cargo lifts, but getting into the frozen factory content. So we want to start frozen factory smelting and stuff. We're gonna need these. And then 2 with titanium. So 1 here, 1 there. One going down. In. And then this one is actually, it's funny, this one actually is making the Mark IVs, and this one's for the Mark IIIs. So interesting distribution of ores here. Down and over. Using a lot of bars now. And the OET is charged, so we can take out another corner if we so wish. So looking at these, obviously we've got enough now for 1. And as long as, yeah, look at that, we're crafting some. Do we have any little made yet? No, we don't. That's Add only, remove only. I just want to make sure all of my hopper permissions are set. I'm not seeing... We got plenty made. We've already got 2 Mark IIs. And there's another one. Yeah, it just used one, and there it is, crafted. But at this step, Mark IVs, again, Mark IVs take 2 of the Mark IIIs. So, I think we finally crafted one. Or we are crafting it. It took it out. Oh, there it is. Look at that. We have 1 Mark IV. Now we need 7 more of these to get the Mark V. So this process will just eat resources. Absolutely eat them. And it doesn't need to go at blazing speeds, of course. So I'm not needing this to just cruise. And, you know, our zipper merge is doing a pretty good job. 100 a minute. And not as fast as I'd like, but, you know, it's doing a fine job. So, yeah, this setup, just, you know, let it run. One of the reasons I wanted to set this up now is to just let it go while we do other things. So yeah, it doesn't actually take all that much power. It's just a lot of setup. And now I only have 1 manufacturing plant left. So I'm going to grab the lightweight machine housings. And I think we have the copper wire, if I'm not mistaken. Now I just need iron gears and servo motors. So I think I'm going to make... let's make a few of these. So 16 there. Let's make 64 servo motors.
Crafting.
Just so I can use up the 1 bad one I made. And then I need 60 iron gears. And that should allow me to craft a few more manufacturing plants. There we go. Good to go. Okay, now let's head down to the tier 4 ore area. I've been doing some excavating down there in anticipation, in prep of getting this stuff up and running. And this is down to the last few pods. It looks like lithium is the holdup here. There was a lot of pods that went into this, so I'm not surprised that it ran out. Okay, so I should have quite a lot of this stuff excavated down here. So just to be careful as well. Oh, before I go, I'm gonna fill up my power, because this jetpack uses so much power, even when you're, you know, floating around and stuff. And then I'm going to use because Arthur is completely drained of power, I'm going to use a Mark V power booster to get him charged back up before I head back down. Because we've dug out now the holes for the molybdenum, and now we need to work on the chromium section. Okay, so you can see I've got power sent over here, and whoa, I got the chrome digging out up there, and you can see the molly now opened up right up to the outside here. So we now have a little bit of space to breathe. As you can see, this area, these two right here, that's where I'm going to bring the molly up. And let's see, we want... This one is done. These two are done, and they already did the clear ore. I just want to make sure that they go all the way up to the cold caves. I want to make sure the math was right on that. The chrome... Ooh, wow, look at the nickel vein. I didn't even know there was a nickel vein right here. Looks like almost like a teardrop of nickel. 4.5 million, that's not bad right there. So you can see we're almost to the top of the vein, and that's where I have these marked for excavators. So we're going to use an excavator here and an excavator here, and this is where we are going to mine out. So make the radius 1, drop none, clear ore, and then we need to set the height to like 550, 560, 550. I think we're a little taller than we were last time. 550 here as well. So that should give me enough clearance. Okay, now coming out here, that's a nice nickel vein. I really would like to keep that healthy. Is there a light up here? There is. That's why it's nice and bright. I wanna light up this volume here a little bit. Whoa. Obviously, the cave decorations didn't get cleared away. Just want to make sure we're lit up, just so it's not so gloomy dark. Plus, everybody on the YouTubes can see. But yeah, we're gonna need to send up power up to the top up there, which is a lot easier said than done, considering how kind of out of the way it is. I could send power right up to the side here. So if I put a battery there, and a laser here, I want to set this up so, of course, I don't have any of those rocks on me. So that is where I need to send them up, send the power up, straight up. Straight up there. So if I borrowed this, that other one is almost done, so I'm not too concerned with that. So let's send power this way. Use a piece of glass. Send power up. And we're going to go all the way up to the top if we can. Okay. This is kind of troublesome. So I need it at the level I'm at, and so I need actually one more. And we need to send it over this way. So I'm going to put a piece of glass there, and that way we can put the laser right on top. And that should, yep, right in here. Oh! And I missed it. Whoa. The trouble of clearing. Forgot we needed this one. There we go. Now we've got this thing going, and now we are pummeling our way up to the cold caves from here. And that's when we get trenchers going. And trenchers are a little ways off. So the hard rock grinders are going to go first, and they're gonna dig into that a little bit. And it looks like looks like this one finished. So 100%, it's done. So we can take these away and let those finish. But now that Molly is done, we need to go back up to the cold caves and check to make sure we've actually hit our marks. I did move one of them, so one of them is a little offset from where it was before, and we just need to keep that, you know, rerun our chevron markers to indicate where they're coming up now. So once we get to the toxic caves, we'll be able to use the wonderful teleporter. I love the teleporter mod, by the way. Just love it. Teleporter Network, it's called. Highly recommended. So over here. So cold caves. The only thing I really wish it did is didn't purple out the screen, but you need to wait for the land to load anyway. So that's the only issue with that. Okay, so way over here, you can see this is the new area. This is the one I had marked, but it was too close to that one for what I want to actually do. I'm not sure. I didn't think I had that many in my inventory, so I need to grab a few extra blocks here to cover that up. Okay, and then we need to move this one around. Just want to mark the hole, just because. So now we're a little bit further away, and the reason for that is we're going to have blast furnaces around the outside. So we're going to have 6 of them on each one of these, and I needed, this is going to be the hole for the chromium. So we need the hole, then we need a hopper, and then the blast furnace is a 3x3. So that's a blast furnace, and then we're going to have another one. That's a hopper, and then that's a blast furnace right out here. So I needed to gap them up. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been enough room to do this. So yeah, we're going to have six blast furnaces for every type of ore, and that's going to be, each blast furnace is 2,500 power per second. So, I mean, 4 of those. 4 blast furnaces is 10,000 power per second. That's a lot of power. We don't have nearly that much power down here. Look at all the camel bots. There's tons of them around here. I wonder how my hoppers are doing. One organic rock here. Oh, oh, I thought he was walking towards the battery. Camel bots will attach themselves to batteries and start to suck the power out of them. Okay. I also need to put an excavator over here. Just because... Where's my mark? There's my mark. So this line right here is my excavator. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is my mark right here. And I'm out. So this should line up right with that wall. It does. Good. So we're going to do T, drop none. Yeah, I want to clear this up because we've got a cargo lift here, so I need to make sure to protect this area. And we need some power over here, so I'm going to borrow from here. We need to jog around this vein. And then load up power here. This little excavation shouldn't actually take too long. It doesn't have that much to clear. And just remember, don't clear ore, because you've got ore, the precious ore that's usable in there. There's a lot of crystal right there that we're using. Alright, well that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.